a trade with you. Do anything you want me to. Money talks, money talks. Dirty cash, I want you, and dirty cash, I need you. Oh, money talks, money talks. Dirty cash, I want you, dirty cash, I need you. Oh.
Searching, Monaco is the place you always looked for. Welcome on our YouTube channel. I invite you to take a comfortable seat and let us present to you the efficient principality of Monaco. We will show you the most shiny spots to visit during your trip, like this one, that one, as well as plenty of others.
A very long time ago, in an age where iron was not discovered yet, an age full of mythology, beliefs, where gods were immortal. In these times, the Phoenician people migrated from the lands of Asia Minor, getting through the tumults of the Mediterranean borders, with the intent to colonize the Mediterranean coastlines. They eventually built trading posts and ports. One particularly succeeded over the harsh reality of the time, namely MONACO. It was a gigantic harbor named in reference to the so great Erkan. Then the Roman Empire conquered the place. Jules Caesar even dared to set foot on the city in person. As the city grew more and more, as the harbor was getting richer and richer, and as the Roman Empire was now defeated, the Republic of Genoa proclaimed Monaco as the surrounding of the construction of a fort on a headland now better known as Monaco's Rock, with the aim to better establish its authority. Thus, this brand new castle was the first step towards the actual princely palace. After that, an astounding turn of events happened. The Grimaldi family took over the fortress. The legend says François Grimaldi, a Genoese nobleman, disguised himself into a monk, with the purpose of being dissimulated so as to access the stronghold more easily. Since here, and to nowadays, Grimaldi family ruled over Monaco with little interruptions. However, that is without mentioning the disaster that had hard-stroked the principality. The cities that were intricately tied to Monaco, such as Menton, as well as Roquebrune, took their independence. At the time, a more agricultural-based society, it had lost over 90% of its territory. From here, the microstate took a drastic turn. It decided on becoming a more luxurious destination as the Monte Carlo casino was being constructed. This attracted a wealthy European clientele and transformed Monaco into a tourist and socialite destination. The arrival of the railway also facilitated access and accelerated economic development. A principality that has a long story and an avid taste for money. Let us take you to Monaco.
Here stands the Prince's Palace, the official residence of the Prince of Monaco. It is located atop the Rock of Monaco, in the oldest district of Principality, and overlooks the Mediterranean Sea from a height of 60 meters. Built in 1191, originally as a fortress for the Republic of Genoa, this building has, over the course of its history, endured bombings, sieges by many foreign forces. Since the 13th century, it has been the residence of the House of the Grimaldi, a family that seized the site in 1297. The Grimaldis have ruled the principality as a feudal lords and, since the 17th century, as sovereign princes. Over the centuries, the Prince's Palace has been fully renovated and modernized, yet it still retains its medieval style. It is also surrounded by gardens and sculptures that are an integral part of its charm. The grandeur of this palace is open to visitors, so do not hesitate to discover this fascinating site. Admission is €10 for adults, €5 for children over 6, and free of charge for those under 6. Culture is now within your reach. The Cathedral of Our Lady Immaculate of Monaco is a religious building located in Monacoville. Its construction took 28 years and follows a neo-romantic style. It is a symbol of a strong attachment to the roots and Christian faith of the people of Monaco. The cathedral is 72 meters long, 22 meters wide, and 18 meters high. The cathedral houses 3 chapels. The first is the Chapel of the Relics of Saint Devote. Devote was the patron saint, meaning the protective saint of the princely family, the Principality and the Diocese of Monaco. The second is the Chapel of Saint Roman. It was a shepherd and later a martyr soldier, also a protector of the Principality. The third is the Chapel of the Holy Sacrament, which serves as a burial place for the bishops and archbishops of Monaco. Do you see this building with an elaborate architecture behind me? That's the Monaco Museum. It was created by Prince Albert I, nicknamed the Navigator Prince, for having established a marine biology laboratory. Here, you can wander through a variety of spaces offering an experience unlike any traditional aquarium, with a series of world-renowned tanks housing over 6,000 marine animals, including sharks. These species come from Mediterranean Sea all the way to the tropics. The museum also hosts temporary exhibitions on a wide range of themes. For example, the Polar Mission exhibition offers insight into polar ecosystems and highlights their fragility in the face of climate change. Another section of the museum is entirely dedicated to the equipment and techniques used during the various scientific expeditions supported by the royal family, aiming to discover new aquatic species. Above, you'll find a range of interactive games that raise awareness about the causes and real consequences of the climate change. If you look closely enough, atop the door is the Monegasque emblem.
If you're not yet familiar with Mediterranean landscapes, the Condamine Gardens are a beautiful place to discover them. The winding path of a tree-filled park hugs the side of a steep cliff suspended above the sea in a lush setting of pine forests, Mediterranean and exotic plants, perfect for starting an afternoon 60 meters above the sea. You'll stroll among pines, olive trees, fig trees, holm oaks, oleanders, myrtle, pistachio trees, Aleppo pines, carob trees, Lambert cypresses, cacti, agaves, succulent, papyrus, water lilies, ferns, and many more.
If you want to work out in Monaco, I suggest heading to the Fontvieille district. Fontvieille is a reclaimed land area almost entirely built on land gained from the sea. For the more athletic among you, you'll find a football stadium, a swimming pool, a diving pool, as well as a multi-purpose hall where you can play basketball, handball, and volleyball.
Moreover, Fontvieille also has a church, factories and offices if you're here for business, a fire station as well as a shopping center with a mall and a heliport if you're one of the many people visiting for luxury tourism.
Do you see that futuristic looking building over there? That's the Odeon Tower, and at its top is the most expensive apartment in the world, valued at 300 million euros and measuring around 1,200 square yards. Though it sounds crazy, the price per square yard in Monaco is about 50,000 euros.
If you're looking for luxury tourism, there's also the Condamin district, where you'll find plenty of shops.
If you're looking for a place to park your yacht during your holiday, Port Hercule seems like the perfect spot to host it for the duration of your stay. Port Hercule is a major marina located in the La Condamin district where you can stroll along your boat if you are lucky enough to own one. It spans 10 square miles, has a docking capacity for about 700 pleasure vessels, and is the largest port in the Principality, which now has 3 since October 2020.
As you can see right over there, this is the Monte Carlo circuit. This racetrack is located right in the streets of the city of Monaco in the La Condamine district. It hosts the Monaco Grand Prix every year, as well as the Monaco Historic Grand Prix every 2 years. But for the rest of the year, anyone can drive on it with any type of car, even if it's not a Maserati. It measures a bit more than 3 kilometers, and what makes this circuit special is that the slowest in the world of Formula World Championship. The narrow winding roads lined with safety rails require absolute focus. That's why qualifying is crucial here, since overtaking during the race is particularly difficult. And I can affirm you that right now there are plenty of luxury cars that are driving right in front of me as I'm speaking to you.
Are you a car enthusiast? If so, I invite you to discover the Prince of Monaco's car collection. This collection began in the late 1950s, when Prince Rainier III, a car enthusiast himself, started gathering vintage automobiles. Over the years, with more and more acquisitions, the collection grew rapidly, and the garage at the Prince's Palace soon became too small to hold the 100 or so magnificent vehicles.
In 1848, Monaco lost 80% of its territory due to the independence of those areas and their protection by the Kingdom of Sardinia. This significantly weakened the Principality's finances, especially in terms of revenue of agricultural revenue. Prince Charles III of Monaco then decided to release the economic model by transforming Monaco into a destination for affluent social classes. This is why the prince authorized the opening of a casino in order to generate financial resources and restore Monaco's resources. Important figures also visited the place, such as Napoleon Bonaparte, as well as artists like Alexandre Dumas and Jules Verne.
What makes it unique is its distribution of game types. Whilst traditional casinos offer 90% slot machines and 10% table games, here it's a 50-50 split. Are you passionate about music and literature? Well, here you'll find the Monte Carlo Opera, located in the Monte Carlo district. It was designed by the famed architect who built the casino and was inaugurated on January 25th, 1879. At this opera house you can enjoy classical music performances, ballet, plays, and even more modern events like jazz concerts. It includes the Salle Garnier, which is especially renowned for its architecture, featuring grand chandeliers, golden sculptures, and lavish decoration that make every visit a stunning experience both visually and musically.
We are in the Japanese Gardens, created in 1994 at the request of Prince Rainier III through a collaboration between gardeners from Monaco and Japan. This garden features bamboo hedges, tiles, stone lanterns, and wooden structures used for gates and tea houses, all of which were imported from Japan. It also includes Mediterranean plants such as pine, olive trees, and pomegranate trees, which were pruned and shaped over 3 years by a Japanese master to give them a Japanese aesthetic. You'll also see a pond where beautiful koi carp swim peacefully among water lilies and lotuses. The more curious among you can learn about Japanese traditions through the explanatory panels placed near each remarkable feature. This visit is free of charge and accessible to people with reduced mobility.
Are you passionate about modern construction? Then I suggest you visit Maletera, a new eco-district built on the sea. Due to the limited space available, Monaco has once again decided to expand over the water, reclaiming 6 hectares from the Mediterranean Sea, which represents about 72,000 square yards. On this new extension, the construction of 5 buildings and 14 villas is expected to be completed by the end of 2025. This ambitious project costs 2 billion euros and took 10 years of work and research. Even though the project is large-scale, it remains environmentally friendly. This place is impressive to observe from a boat ride, but you can also walk through it as it's a pedestrian-only area.
Monaco also offers 2 public artificial beaches. If you want to take a swim, they are pleasant, lovely, and equipped with numerous facilities. However, if you prefer more natural beaches, you'll easily find some nearby Monaco.
Let's have a word concerning Monaco's gastronomy. To say the thing that matters, you can find relevant prices that can stick to you any budget. Even though we're in a luxurious place, you can find some low-budget food, such as McDonald's, some middle-budget food near the Princely Palace, and high-quality food over various places. The dishes usually are French or Italian ones.
To stay in Monaco for a period of less than 3 months, foreign tourists must have a passport required for entry into French territory. If you are not from one of the countries of the European Economic Area, you will also need a visa. Monaco is accessible by car, train, boat and bus. However, if you live far away, you can also fly to Nice and then take a taxi to Monaco. As for the types of tourists you'll find there, they are mostly French, Americans, Italians and British. In 2023, 340,000 visitors were recorded in Monaco.
Do you see the sculptures behind me? It is one of the 200 scattered throughout all Monaco. These many works represent the princes, iconic figures of Monaco, and events that have taken place here. For example, this octopus is constructed just next to the Oceanographic Museum. They offer a historical perspective of the area if you're interested in a more cultural form of tourism. There are so many sculptures that
I wanna be the very best. like no one ever was. To find them is my real test, to sculpt them is my cause. I travel across Monaco, searching far and wide. Teach the sculptors to understand the power that's inside. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world where culture must be spread. A heart so true, our courage will pull through. You teach me, and I teach you. First culture, gotta find them all. Gotta find them all. Yeah.
Thank you all for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe, share and comment.
Before leaving you, a special thanks to our parents who sponsored our project. Thanks to guys who did the drone plans without giving us the copyrights.
Thanks to our history professor who gave us the idea. Thanks to Mathis who lent us his tripod, and thanks to Adonis who gave us prices car estimation. At end, thanks to Albert II.
And see you soon.